Welcome, everyone, to the Real Whovians cast, episode 769. I am your host, Matrix Lord 212, and I'm with Steampunk Star Raisin.
Of AmberStreet.com. Hello.
What's up, James?
LOZ.
What's up, Ray?
Yeah, the face stands.
What's up, Scott?
Happy New Year's Eve.
What's
May
up,
the Force
Phil?
be with you. May the Force be with you. There you go.
What's up, Phil?
What's going on, everyone? Hi.
All right, so we got a little news today. I don't really know if we can count it as that much of a news. Concerning Tim Roth had expressed interest in replacing Peter Capaldi.
Ooh.
Again, this is not going to happen. Peter Capaldi's not leaving, but it's just someone coming out and saying that if this is the casting, he says he's all for it, basically. And this was so it's just, again, Peter Capaldi will probably be with us for a while, maybe a year or two, maybe longer. So, but what do you guys think of Tim Roth? I'll start with Phil. His acting.
I'll just say this: I'd like to replace Michelle Gomez, but it's not happening.
Yeah, who do you want to be the master?
I've got the beard.
You? Okay, you could be.
I hammered. Okay.
Did you guys? What do you think, Steampunk, of Tim Roth?
I mean,
He played. Didn't he play the Abomination? Right?
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with
And he was
him.
also in a series called True Lies.
I never saw it. Indifferent. I don't really know the guy. I'm not familiar with his body of work. I would like to see Peter Capaldi get his own original companion.
Well,
before he leaves.
that is probably going to happen. I mean, here's Tim Roth right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was in
True Lies.
what?
I think it was,
Reservoir Dogs or something? What?
Yeah, I'd like it to be Lalo,
Light of Me.
but
I'm sorry,
that's
Light
not
of
going to happen.
And Pulp Fiction, I think, wasn't he?
Tim Roth.
Yeah,
I'll
he was
Google
Pulp
it. I'll
Fiction,
Google it. I'll Google Giggity it.
Look, here's the thing. I actually really want Peter Capaldi to be
Oh,
with
that
us
guy.
for-
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's done a lot of Quentin Tarantino films.
Yeah.
I actually want Peter Capaldi to stay for a while.
Yeah,
I'd be
same here.
completely content with
At
him
least
staying.
5 years. At least 5 years.
I'd be completely content with him staying 6 years, 7 years, or whatever.
I don't think Tim Roth would make a good doctor because he plays
I
like
see more as a master.
Yeah, more master.
or more of the master. Yeah, he might make a good master, but the master is Missy, right?
Yeah,
He's
well,
Mithrin.
the fact
He's
that he's
Mithrin,
kind of
yeah.
split
Yeah.
about that.
Dad
I
or
mean,
Valiant?
Honestly, someone playing either the Master or the Valyard for different reasons should be someone good enough, but not the right person to play the Doctor.
Yeah.
Right.
So that could be, Lord, let's see. Who would be good to play the Doctor? I would like to say.
I'm not really familiar with the Valyard character, so
He was supposed to be
Idris
the
Elba would make a
evaluation
good
of
Doctor.
Dr.
Well,
he's
one-
the first Time Lord or something like that.
one at a time. We're gonna go with Phil about the
Oh,
fact.
sorry.
You know, from Trial of the Time Lord, basically the Valyard put the Doctor on trial for genocide, and it turned out that the Valyard was either the Doctor of the future between his 12th and final incarnation, or an amalgamation of all the evil from the Doctor, which the mystery really hasn't been solved yet if he was the futuristic Doctor or the evil from him. But he was basically, everybody considered him the Doctor. Like, even the Master had called him out and
When
said
was the
that...
last time this character appeared on Doctor Who?
The only time that he
Classic
appeared
series.
on television,
Hold on, Phil. Let Phil talk, please.
he
Okay, go.
only appeared during Trial of a Time Lord, and he's also been in Big Finish. And whether you look at Big Finish or you look at Trial of a Time Lord, they had said that he was basically something that had been created from the darker aspects of the Doctor. Somewhere, the way they worded it was somewhere between his 12th and final incarnations. So that leaves a lot of gray area. But the basic gist is some Time Lords created him, in order to use him to take down the Doctor to hide Gallifrey's secrets, and it blew up in the face.
Has he appeared since 2005?
No.
Big Finish.
Okay, that's why I don't. That's why I'm not familiar with him.
There was a trial of the Valyard in Big Finish, right?
Yeah, there was that, and then he was also in. Big Finish recently did a story that was basically, it was a collection of stories that ended the Sixth Doctor. It went into what caused him to regenerate before you see his death sequence in the March of the Time of the Rod.
That's pretty cool, though, because you don't want him to go out the way he did, so I like that idea.
Yeah, and what they did basically kind of resolved things with the Valyard to where he's permanently trapped. I don't want to say more than that because that's kind of saying too much, but it's really something that you should check out. It was a really good story.
So now, if they bring the Valyard into the Series 10 of Doctor Who, would the Big Finish be canon, or would it not be?
Well, here's the thing about that. If you're talking about the kind of after effects of what happened with Night of the Doctor, you have to look at it this way. It was basically limited to stuff with the Eighth Doctor. So basically anything that happened with the Eighth Doctor, yes. Anything else is still up for grabs.
Gotcha.
However, consider this. Big Finish were actually working with Moffat and everything and laid out together what they want to do for the Time War in there.
Okay.
So they might be working together a bit more.
They're working together now, though, aren't they? Because didn't Moffat give them permission to do the River Song, the Diary of the River Song compilation episodes? Like they wouldn't be able to do that without Moffat's permission.
Yep.
So and supposedly one of the adventures has River out of the library already, which she encounters, I guess, the Eighth Doctor, but she can't tell him who she is or really interact with him too much because it will alter her meeting him in the first place because they were never supposed to meet, I guess, or whatever it is.
Well, it's most likely. Now, I haven't listened to it yet, but most likely what Big Finish is doing is they're using some point in her time stream before she ended up in the library. I highly doubt
it's before the library? I thought it was after.
You can be pretty sure that Big Finish isn't going to do something really lame and have her escape her fate, because that would ruin the tragedy of the character.
Right. Okay. That's fair enough. Now, because the Great Intelligence mentioned the Valyard, what are our chances that we'll see him?
Yeah, I'd be an idiot to put a number on that. It's one of those things that they throw out red herrings all of the time. The Valyard could pop up in the next 10 years. The Valyard could never pop up.
Right. We never know what Moffat's going to do, really.
I mean, look how long it took him to get to the.
Oh, I know. He actually put out a good
year.
Never expected that.
Yeah.
Yeah, 7 years. Wow.
I didn't really expect. I mean, I'm glad that Moffat explained some stuff with the Husbands of River Song, but just because they mentioned the Valyard, I didn't think that. I think that was just a tease by Moffat that. He's not sure what he wants to do with the Valyard, so it's like in the planning stages, probably. Should I bring him back? Shouldn't I bring him back? I want to get into the episode of Husbands of River Song because I didn't get your take on it, Phil. What did you think of the episode?
It was better than other Christmas episodes because it was a whole lot less ridiculous.
Right.
It still had the necessary amount of camp that you have to have for one of those things, but it didn't go over the top, which was a definite plus. And in the end, it did a good job basically piecing together those few facts about what happened with River Song, and fortunately it didn't tread into the whole territory of, oh, we're going to keep using her over and over. Hopefully that doesn't end up happening, but we'll wait and see.
But wasn't this episode even more enjoyable because Moffat actually done something that he hasn't for the past couple of years, and that is actually explain things to the extent where it's acceptable by fans. I think majority of the fans accepted the episode. What do you think?
No, I haven't really been paying attention to what everyone else is saying, but it seemed like he had actually done a decent job closing it up, and like I said, fortunately without getting into some weird territory if River was going to be back.
Right. Yeah, I don't think he would bring her back now after that. But then again, Moffat's basically unpredictable.
He will
You could always have it take place before that again.
See, he can't technically. He can't have Capaldi interact with River.
Yeah. Oh, that's
she never met him before, so the only other way she could appear with Peter Capaldi is after the library. But again, I don't think they would do that unless they do a name of the doctor type of not name it. Yeah, name of the doctor type of thing. So, I don't know. But besides that, what do you have to say, Daniel? You have to say anything on the subject?
I thought it was okay. I thought it was a good episode.
Yeah. I mean, what do you think the Doctor's mindset should be, Daniel, going into Series 10?
I don't know. Did you say something about Valier?
He was with River for 24 years, supposedly, and then she goes off to the library. I mean, that's what I believe we got from the episode. So technically, if he's going to be sad about anything, it should be about River, not Clara, because Clara, you technically don't have the emotional attachment behind the memories. You could always probably get what she looks like from the TARDIS databank. But what do you think, Ray, about that?
I think that he should be upset more about River, because that's his wife. He was married to her. With Clara, it's like, is she the companion, and he easily replaces the companion.
But he don't remember her too, so that's the whole.
I mean, and I'm not being rude. Before then, he didn't even know how she was going to die. But with River, he knew exactly how she was going to die because of being at the library, weren't he?
Right. What do you say, James?
Yeah, I look at it like this. He spent 24 years with her, so that should be his main thing. If he was going to save anybody, he would save your wife.
Right.
Some things you can't do.
And basically, he did save his wife because he created the sonic screwdriver that allows David Tennant to save her.
Yeah.
I mean, even though he had memories as the 10th Doctor, but also, in the 24 years, I guess they got so close where he did tell her his name.
Exactly.
You know, I mean, that's a big thing. What do you have to say, Scott?
Yeah, it's perfectly true. Is the fact that keep him there for 24 years. Of course, don't show it, but maybe every now and then have him remember something about it.
Or reference River, right?
Yeah, basically reference River every now and then. And you see him get this gleam in his eye when he remembers something, or at one particular time, just have him look at this one of those tiny little those little gadgets from Silence in the Library. Go,
River.
Yeah.
I mean, could do that.
I'm glad she gave her that sonic screwdriver instead of having that sonic trowel or whatever she was doing.
Yeah, that was pretty fun.
At least we also didn't hear the guitars in the Christmas special.
Yeah. All right. What about? Yeah, James.
Peter Capaldi had me rolling in that movie. They'll come out the TARDIS with those little antler ears on his head.
Then he had a guy at the TARDIS.
Yeah.
I know. I mean, it was crazy. It was a good episode, though.
He's grown into it a lot, isn't he? He's gone into the role a lot.
Well, it makes sense with the 24 years that's her doctor, because she didn't spend as much time with any other doctor than she did with Peter Capaldi's doctor for 24 years. So, of course, the future her doctor, Peter Capaldi, which is a fantastic way to explain it, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, I felt real. It was like had those mixed feelings. It's like I did with Fast 7. You see the end of that, it's like, oh God, this is great. But then you also start remembering in about 24 months. It's like, oh geez, we all know where this is going to lead.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the Doctor's perspective going into Series 10 should not be miserable or sad. It should be fresh. It should be exciting, ready to take on the future and new companion and everything. I mean, that's what I'm getting. I don't really see there being a reason to be totally dark. What do you say, Phil?
You know, right now, I'm kind of up in the air on where they might be going with things, so I don't really have an answer to that one.
Right. Okay.
I know where they need to go, though. They need to find Susan. Bring her back at least in Series 10 or something.
I know that's like on Capaldi's wish list.
Maybe get Lala Ward as a companion again.
As Romana? Yeah.
Yeah.
I loved her as Romana, man. So.
And go back to the curator. You know, have a.
What's that?
Go back to the curator. Meet him again one more time.
What did you say, Phil?
I'll second that. DLC of time again.
Curator, yeah. I think they should. Yeah, Tom Baker would be great. That'd be pretty cool. What did you say again, Phil? I'm sorry, you cut off.
No, that's fine. That's what happens when you have a conversation and you can't really be looking everyone in the eye in the same room. Personally, I'd like to see them have Lala Ward come back and portray an aged Romana post-Time Lord.
That would be really, really classic to do that. And have her regenerate, you mean?
No, I didn't say anything about having her regenerate. Just have her
appear, right?
On a post-Time Lord.
Yeah, and I'd like to see the Rani return as well.
Well, we can't. If the Rani did return, it would have to be a new incarnation because we did lost Kate O'Mara. So.
Well, they have one in.
I vote Jacqueline Smith to be her.
Oh wait, the big finish, right?
Yeah.
We have a new Ronnie.
Yep, and she's damn good.
Yeah. I gotta listen to her. How many things does she have? Like.
I've heard 2.
2? Oh, okay. That's pretty cool. Now, the odds are we may have Peter Capaldi appear in class before Doctor Who Series 10 airs.
Oh, God.
Maybe in the opening episode to kick things off, like as a little 5-minute, 10-minute thing, or...
There ain't enough weed in the universe to keep me sitting through that whole episode.
Yeah. So, could the reason that he was brought on for class, right? Patrick Ness, right? Is it Patrick Ness? Is it possible that Moffat's grooming him to be a showrunner, or no?
Probably.
What do you have to say, Val? You think he's grooming him, or it's just no?
You know, I don't pay enough attention to that to really have an opinion.
Yeah, because, I mean, here's the thing. He's given the keys to the kingdom to do a spin-off of Doctor Who that Moffat's not even doing. But technically, like in the Doctor Who universe, where they could have the Doctor interact or Torchwood or whatever. So, you know, nobody really... I mean, Moffat would expect to be doing that.
Let's have Torchwood interact with the children's show. That's a great idea.
Not really. But then again, you did have that with Captain Jack and Sarah Jane in Stolen Earth and Journey's End. Well, I mean, not that it's unfortunate, it's not really who was bad with it, but what's the odds that we have Peter Jackson do a multi-Doctor story? Because I know Sylvester McCoy had hinted that that could be a possibility. What do you think? And I'll go with Steampunk.
Could be cool. I mean, did a good job with Lord of the Rings.
All right, Daniel.
It would be awesome. I would love to see Tom. That would be great.
James, I mean, do you think he would do that, or do you think he would do something completely different, Peter Jackson?
Depends on what doctors he's using. You know, like all the living doctors right now.
I mean, he could technically have, you know, Peter Davison, Tom Baker, Colin Baker, Sylvester McCoy, Paul McGann, Chris Vexen if he wants to come back.
Oh yeah. That would be nice.
Now here's the thing: if Peter Jackson had his say, I mean, he wanted as payment a Dalek, right?
You know, here's a thought though. This whole thing, this crap has been going on for what, 6 years now. I'm sorry, I'm going to find a fucking leprechaun before Peter Jackson is going to do Doctor Who.
Well, they did tease at it with that segment. You saw that segment with Peter Capaldi with you made him sign the contract for Stephen Moffat. I mean, I thought that was a hint that he's actually going to do it now.
Time to recognize that people are grasping at straws. If it happens, that's going to be lovely. But you know what? it's not worth speculating. If we hold our breaths, we're all going to be dead before it happens.
Do you guys think that we'll see Unit in class?
It's a good chance Unit will appear again. I mean, here's the thing. We're going to have a long, I guess, 10 months without Doctor Who. So it may even be longer than that. So best to just, I mean, the news is going to be very slim pickings. So whatever we have, we'll do a show on, or we'll do, classic episodes or whatever. So we'll still be doing the show. Show goes on. So, all right. Other than that, any final thoughts? Go you, Vil, and then we'll go down the other way.
Well, wherever you are there in TV and internet land, we are real people. Be scared. Be real scared.
Yeah.
And just
Scott,
we're not educated.
All I can say is when Jackson comes out 2-1, he might be the one that brings back Eccleston, and he might also be the one that brings back, if not Susan, then a new companion.
Might be. Right?
I'm just looking forward to what the future will hold for Capaldi. Now that Clara's gone, he's the world that he's oyster basically now, isn't it?
James?
Well, I'm looking forward to the 15th anniversary of New Who, so that I can bring back David Tennant and bring back Matt Smith to interact with Peter Capaldi if he's still on the show. That'd be awesome.
Long time to come.
Yeah, true.
Here we go. We'll get through class first.
Yeah, I can't wait. I hope they bring back Sylvester McCoy, for a multi-Doctor episode. I heard they could be interviewing Tim Roth as like the next Doctor. That's what Alex told me.
At the beginning of the we were talking about that in the podcast that we're in.
Oh yeah, I didn't hear that.
Okay.
Yeah, he was great. He was great in the series Lie to Me.
I don't know the idea of Tim Roth.
Hey, General Thade as the Doctor? That'd be cool. Remember he was General Thade in Planet of the Apes?
Yeah. So, all right, Steampunk, final thoughts?
Well, on the Christmas special, that lobster robot made me hungry for lobster. Really tasty.
There are 6, basically.
Candyman back.
Listen, I don't know anybody that wouldn't want the Candyman back because I'm all for it.
Me too.
So, all right, guys. You guys have a great night tomorrow. Happy New Year's to everyone. Safe one. Take care. Bye for now.
Bye.